What's up, Utanak? Can you kill Emerald Weapon in Necrosis? Yes, we did it in our regular playthrough. Will we kill Emerald Weapon in Cloud Solo? I'm gonna say no. Just because there's no sources. If there were sources, I could. With no sources, I don't think there's any way to do it. I forgot to get the batteries. God dang it. I didn't even think about it because we already got the batteries in the other file. Yeah, I don't think there's any way to kill Emerald Weapon. We can kill Ruby Weapon if we cheese Ruby Weapon. But Emerald Weapon, I don't think there's any way to do it in this challenge. It depends on how much HP we end up with. But the problem with Emerald Weapon is Emerald Weapon's first attack is always going to do a ton of damage. There's no way to escape that first attack. There's nothing I can do. In regular Necrosis, I just threw out a crappy party member that was already almost dead and let them take the damage. And then I had time to throw 2 hero drinks, or even 4 hero drinks, and defend, and then I could actually like negate a lot of the damage. But Emerald Weapon will always hit us for a ton of damage, and it will always hit Cloud because he's the only one there. So it's going to be extremely difficult to survive that first attack. And it's also going to be extremely difficult to deal enough damage with only one person and no sources. With sources, without a doubt, possible. Because with guard sources, you can make Emerald Weapon do about 6 damage. But without sources, that first hit is always going to do like 3 or 4k. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Emerald Weapon's impossible. Unless we can get through the whole game with like 6k health left. And then survive that first hit, and then maybe nothing but counter mimes and Knights of the Round. Like, with Knights of the Round and some counter mime BS, we could probably kill him if we can survive that first attack. But yeah, I don't know. It would be very, very hard. Like, Knights of the Round would be the only way. There's no other way to get enough damage in, like, because Omni Slash isn't an option. And there's nothing else in the game that we can use to do multiple damage, like, well enough. So yeah, I would say if we could survive the first attack and Cloud had full Knights of the Round mime, then maybe we could win. That would be the only way. So maybe if we could survive that first hit, maybe if there's some way, Zydric, back row, Sadness, defend, or just get the first turn and throw 2 hero drinks and hope it's a stomp instead of Emerald shoot. Actually, oh, okay, now this is interesting. What if the first attack was a stomp and he missed? If that happened, we might have a chance. If his first attack was a stomp and it missed, and then I was able to throw 4 hero drinks, and then I had nothing but counter mime Knights of the Round, I might be able to beat him. I wouldn't say a 1 in 1,000. He stomps like, I don't know, 1/4 of the time. It's pretty rare to see him stomp first turn, but it happens. And it misses pretty often. Especially if you're on level 99 and you get good dexterity rolls on your stat increases, it'll miss. So yeah, that's the only thing I could think of. And then Ruby would just have to be cheesed. Ruby can be killed with level 1 Cloud. I mean, you can kill Ruby with whoever you want if you just cheese him. Yes, if you have full dexterity from speed sources, it misses all the time. It's a really bad accuracy attack. The reason that he hits a lot with it is because he's level 99. But if you're level 99, it kind of negates that, and then it ends up just having kind of a normal accuracy. So with a bunch of dexterity, you dodge it really often. The problem with Emerald Shoot is you can't dodge it. As far as I know, I don't think there's any way to dodge Emerald Shoot. It has 255 accuracy, so you're kind of screwed. Like, Emerald Shoot's always going to hit you. Like I said, if we had access to sources, Emerald Shoot's a joke. Emerald Beam's the only thing that'll ever do damage to you. But we do not have sources. And like I said before, that's honestly the biggest handicap. I mean, because sources are so broken. Even casually, like running through the game, you get quite a bit of sources and it helps out immensely. With no sources at all, I'm like almost under-leveled throughout the entire game because it expects you to at least get a couple sources. Especially in Junon. In Junon, you get one of every source, and it kind of expects you to grab those because they're pretty out in the open. But once you get W item, sources just break the game and you just win. You can make everything do 1 damage to you. Thank you for the 200 stair bits. And thanks for the 50 bits, Browns. I missed that. He's gonna break his Fitbit. How would a Fitbit fit on those giant hands? I guess it would fit on his tiny biceps. His hand is like huge and then his arms are like tiny. So his Fitbit would be like way up here. Just put it on his bicep because it's smaller than his hand. That's the thing too, like we wouldn't even need power sources or anything. All we need is guard sources. All you need is guard sources, and Final Fantasy VII is the easiest game. Kyland with the $10 donation, thank you so much. I don't trust stairs because they're always up to something. Got him. Thanks so much for that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of casual players don't know how strong sources are because you really don't get that many unless you know to grind them or use the W item glitch. But, I mean, and like, you know, power sources aren't a big deal because by the end of the game, if you have the ultimate weapon or whatever, you're probably doing max damage. Power sources just guarantee you're going to do max damage, and if you have enough of them, you can like overflow if you use special stuff, but that's like not anything that a normal player would do. But guard sources are insane. Absolutely insane. I've talked about it a lot on this stream. Might use a speed drink here. Probably will. It's a long enough fight that it'll be worth it. I have 4 spider webs. I think that's right. I'm trying to count in my head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we need. Surprisingly, the whole middle, like after Junon, there's like no bosses forever. Like there's just this huge huge part of the game where there's just no bosses. You know, you fight like boss after boss after boss in Midgar, then you go all the way to Junon without fighting a single boss, and then you fight Genova Life, and then you go all the way to Gongaga without fighting another boss. Because The only boss you fight is Dine, which we're not fighting in this. So I am like one short though, because I need one for Project. I don't need one for Rufus. I need one for Motorball. So that's 2. I need one for Genova. I guess that's right. And then I need one for the Turks. So that's 4. So yeah, we're on track. Alright, this should be good. Bit boss broke. Fix that. Wow. Thanks for the 50 bits. So now we're going to see the difference of speed drinks. Nice dodge. It's good to see. This fight's already going a lot better. Last time we got crit for like 34 damage at the very beginning of the fight. Yeah, there's a big lull in the middle of the game where we're not really fighting any bosses. And then after the Turks in Gungaga, Gene Attack is free. And then the big boss after that is Palmer's easy, but then Materia Keeper's a big boss. Then after that, it kind of picks up again with like the temple and all that. The temple's, you know, the next big boss rush where there's a lot of bosses and they're also really, really difficult. But there's a big lull in the middle where you're getting all these characters and there's not really too many bosses. And like for our, you know, casually there's some bosses intermixed, but for this run, Dine is nothing and Gene Attack is free, so they don't really like count. No, when you go to all 7s, you end the fight with 1 HP, so we can't get that. Are we close? I was gonna say, I thought we had like 85 still. We're doing really good on HP. I think everyone's, like, especially on YouTube, who suspected this to just be straight up impossible. I think they're going to be alarmed with how much HP we leave Midgar with. I was alarmed, you know. Like, I think I'm going to be surprised. I figured we'd end up with about the same as we did in the regular Necrosis mod, but we're looking to leave Midgar with a ton of HP, which is really good because this is really where the non-negatable damage is. After this, there's a good amount of damage that we can negate. Nope, you end the battle with 1 HP. Joke's on you, I've been playing Metal Gear the whole time. Where's Cancer? You better tell me where Cancer is. I'm not joking around here. It's important stuff. Alright, let's not screw this up. It's probably best again, watch. It's best again. I think I read somewhere that it decides wait. Yeah, it's best again. I think it decides when you start a game what this password's going to be, so it doesn't actually like change when you enter the mansion or anything like that. Or when you enter the HQ, it like decides it off the bat, so if you go back to a save that's on the same game file, but a different save, it'll still be the same password. But I could be wrong. I could have just gotten lucky and gotten best twice. Alright. We're pretty much back to where we were. Just gotta go do the puzzle room and then we're good to go. Excuse me, sir, we're looking for cancer. How do you figure out the password? Each of the library sections are a certain theme. Like one is military, one is science, one is history, and one is like economic stuff. And there's one book in each section that doesn't fit. And the number of the book combined with the text line gives you a letter, and those letters spell out the password. So for example, if you find a book called Everybody Poops and it's book number 3 and it doesn't fit that section, then the letter would be E. I did it again, dude. I told you, every single time I do this. Every single time I leave that room without getting the items. I don't know why. I always think I picked up the items. I hope somebody out there also does this, so I don't feel so bad. I don't really see any reason to level up another all materia, so we're going to leave it for now. I'm going to go save in case we get like super bad luck in the next section. Alright. We're back. I still find it funny that I like totally forgot about that, and then just saying the word speed drink, I was like, oh no. Good thing I remembered though, because it would have been a real problem if I didn't. I gotta keep remembering to do this too. I'm getting better at remembering to change battle speeds. Also, I just changed the battle speed on like the very last frame. Really? Can you not? Yeah, I didn't want to lose my 250 gil this time, so I didn't do the vending machine. I didn't get the items down there though. I guess I could do that when I go back down there. They're not important though. Put the parts in. Don't do this to me. This room always perplexed me. I don't really understand, like, what's going on in this room. I wish they had a little less HP. I would have just thrown a grenade at them, taken the XP, but they have, like, just enough HP to survive a grenade. Tree fitty. I believe sources sell for 150 or 250. But they're completely removed from this mod. Like, it's not that they don't work, they just don't even exist. At least I think that's the case, right? Or no, maybe they do exist. Oh crap, I went to the same spot twice. But like, some of them he removed completely. Yeah, that's right. But I think some of them he got rid of, because like that one out of the vending machine just like didn't even come out. This enemy is so weird. I still don't get it. It's like a robot coming out of a hole. It's like a mole robot. I don't know. The vending machine one doesn't come out until you come back during the raid. Really? That's how it works? I didn't know that. That's something. There's still little things I never know. Still learn stuff every day about this game. I'm sure I knew it at one point, but it's so minuscule that I forgot about it. I actually want to take the elevator here because you can get fights on the stairs. I forgot to get those items again. What is it, like an ether? I never noticed if you come through the elevator, like you actually see Palmer, or yeah, Palmer running. Okay, we'll just do this cutscene real quick. Gotta flush. Never forget to flush. Or else Cloud's feet stink for the rest of the game. It's a true thing. There should be some text later where like Barrett's just like, Cloud, your feet stink. Why don't you flush that toilet? If you don't flush, you get poisoned in the next fight. That'd be funny. Make sure you flush because everybody poops. Emerald has 1% less HP. That's actually a lot. It's 10,000 HP. That's not so bad. Yes, you can steal a hard edge from the Soldier 3rd enemies, but they are so powerful that it is incredibly not worth. They will give you the gooning if you get a fight with them. It's also a terrible steal, and there's always a ton of enemies in the fight, and it's just the most dreadful thing imaginable. You can also steal carbon bangles from something, but I can't remember what. It's not the big snake things. It's not the danger sign. And it's not the soldiers. I think it's one of the enemies, one of the Genova enemies, one of the, like, monsters. I forgot there's fights up here. Oh yeah, these things. That's what gives you carbon bangle. I could maybe try to get a lucky steal from them, but I don't think it's gonna work. But I could sit at the save point and try to get a lucky steal. I don't know if carbon bangle will be worth it. Everything in this next fight is like magic damage. Well, actually no. Their roll attack is physical, so I guess if I got like a really nice steal, it would be worth it. I don't remember how much carbon bangle helps. Plus you can buy a carbon bangle really soon. But for the rest of Midgar, I'd have it. Everybody close your eyes. It's too hot for Twitch. It didn't have a head. Oh, it didn't have a head. Oh, it didn't have a head. I love how Barrett looks for like a straight second, turns around, and then he's just like, what the? Alright. So, we are going to save here, and then we're going to try to get a lucky steal. Also have poison materia. I don't really care about leveling up poison materia, just as long as I have it. For this fight, what I really want is fire. Fire elemental is what helps in this fight. For now, we'll just leave it like that. I actually probably want to keep it active fast so that I can steal and then run, because these enemies aren't worth the fight. I just want the steal and get out. If I take the time to steal, I'm going to take at least like 30-ish damage, so it's not going to be the most worth thing, but... Oh, nice. Well, it's a back tech, though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, I think I'll take it. That was honestly pretty good. It's like double freaking defense too. It's pretty great. I say let's take it. What do you think? That was pretty nice. First try too. Could have been a first try steal, but I don't know, for what it was, that was pretty good. Let's see. Lightning is fine. And we could put poison here for the lulls. All that matters is elemental fire. Alright, on to our favorite boss. Project Stupid Face. Now you're gonna see the true power of Spiderweb Hero or Spiderweb Speed Drink. This will be the first time you witness the power. Also, we need to use the tool in this fight because Red 13 is automatically in this fight, so we have to kill him off. There's no way to not fight this with Red 13. You either get Red 13 and Barrett or Red 13 and Tifa. Also, who's Red 13? I gotta check my notes. Let's see. Crosses. I forget his whole name. Like, I forget if he has numbers in his name. So I'm just gonna go with Cross. I'm sure he won't mind. Now's our chance to get cancer. Alright, that's the best one yet. I forgot about that line. Now's our chance to get cancer. F in the chat for Red 13. Feels bad. Alright. He's got 300 HP. 300. What the? This fight's kind of bugged. I don't know which one of these is actually the boss. It's not. He ain't got no 300 HP. I'll tell you that much. Pretty sure he has 1,000. I think it actually grabbed. Oh, you know what it probably is? It probably grabbed these guys because they're front row. Even though the boss is normally in spot 1, I think it grabbed these guys because they're in the front row. So I think this might be him, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. It doesn't really matter. This fight's going to go pretty fast. He didn't die. I said die. There we go. So yeah, count how many turns I get versus how many turns Project gets. He just got a turn there. See how many turns he gets. Oh crap. That's unfortunate. I forgot about that. Ow. So I get about, what, 2 turns to his 1? Maybe 3 here. Yeah, that's 3. I get about 3 turns to his 1 turn. And the rolling guys have done absolutely nothing the entire fight. There you go, they finally got a turn. Crap, I didn't know they could cast ice. I forgot about that. I thought it was only fire. Shoot. I might try. I'll probably do this again, trying to not get iced because that did a ton of damage. I did just dodge though. That's pretty cool. Ice hurts a lot. That went pretty well. We'll try it again. See if we can get a better outcome. If I don't get ice, that'd be really nice. I want your awesome fire and all materias. And your mithril armlet's pretty dope too. Or no, it's not. Mithril armlet blows. Okay, that's all I need from you. Enemy skill. Pretty useful, but not now. It's kind of funny how they give you enemy skill materia, but there's like, I don't think there's a single enemy skill here. Maybe like, I don't know, can you learn like, no, I think there's a single enemy skill anywhere till like beta, which you probably won't get. I don't know, I just think about it. Can you get magic hammer? No, I don't think so. Anyways, let's give this another go. Can you get like flamethrower maybe? Mantra magic. Mantra magic and level 4 suicide. But yeah, in Midgar I don't think there's a single one, is there? So like this materia is useless for the rest of Midgar. See you, Kylan. You're gonna breed cancer in a dog? To make dog cancer? Hojo's truly evil. He's trying to create dog cancer. That's probably the most despicable thing I could ever imagine. Now's our chance to get cancer! Hey, Cloud started with a better ATB this time, which is pretty valuable. Alright, well, at least I got fire this time instead of ice, so I guess that's a win. I still would have rather not see any magic at all, but if that's all the magic we see, that's not too bad. Also got rolling attacked. Man, they seem to be attacking a lot more this time. I don't know what they're doing. You guys need to calm down. Last time you just kind of sat there. Come on, Cloud. Dodge something. I think they all just started with fuller ATB bars this time. So they all got their attacks off before they got slowed. And then started gaining ATB bar again before the spiderweb went off. So they got kind of like 2 attacks instead of 1. No magic. No magic, no magic, no magic, no magic, no magic. Well, I got kind of beat up at the beginning, but then it went better afterwards. Wow. Way to double attack me. Wow. Okay. Take back what I said. What happens if you use the tool to kill a character while an enemy is running? Well, if something's going on, anything I put in the tool happens after the animation. The game can only do one thing at a time. I had 8,275 last time. I have much less this time, right? 8,006 HP is basically what I lost. But oh well, might as well take the 6 HP. Yeah, like that one, I didn't get iced, but I just got kind of bamboozled by like a ton of physical attacks. So we'll take this one. Let's see. I think this is fine. Where am I going? Run, 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 really run, really run, really run. Oh yeah, I have a talisman now. Could you press up for me? I'd like to go up. Yeah, I like how Rude's the most polite one. I mean, the only reason that Rude is polite is because he doesn't talk as much. Yeah, that's the thing always in RPGs. One of my favorite moments like that is in Final Fantasy X, where you're saving Yuna from the Seymour wedding, and you fight like 6 waves of enemies who all have guns and like giant robots that kick you in the face, and then in the cutscene they run up and the guards point their guns at them and they're like, "The jig is up!" So you just killed like probably 12 enemies with guns, and then like 8 guys point their guns at you and you're like, "I guess we're dead." I guess that's all we got. I wonder how Cancer is doing. You can run around during this, by the way. Cloud is very worried while talking to Cancer. I also like how terrible Shinra's defenses are. Like, because you can choose to just bust in with Barret, Cloud, and Tifa and somehow just destroy all of Shinra HQ's defenses, even though Shinra HQ is the equivalent of, like, freaking Google, but they actually have, like, a military. Like, imagine if Google had a military. Like, that's what we're looking at. And yet, 3 people are just, like, walk right in the front door and just kill everybody. What happened? What happened? Something is wrong. Something seems very wrong about this. I have a question. Does Sang really know that Cloud is involved with Zack, or also how come he hits Aerith at the start of the game but lets her go at some point? I don't know about Sang. I don't know much about him at all. They don't really go into it much except in Before Crisis, and I haven't looked into the script enough of Before Crisis to know a lot about him. I think all that Sang knows is that Cloud looks like Zack, because he obviously knows Zack. But I don't think he knows much about Cloud. I mean, Sang doesn't really, like, let her go. He just, like, things play out the way they're supposed to. He just hits her, like, at the beginning of the game and then on the helicopter because he's a bad dude. He's got to assert dominance. Alright, so I told you guys there was one more grinding spot, and this is it. There's a fight here that, with the Star Pendant, you don't take damage. The reason for this is that these enemies just constantly try to give you poison, and with the Star Pendant you can't get poison. So they just keep trying to give you poison and failing. Apparently, there's another version of this attack that can confuse you, I think, but I've never seen it happen, so I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe it's the one that, like, seems to always miss, but I don't know. All I've ever seen is either they try to poison me and fail, or the Cloud just dodges it. Also, we get to listen to this beautiful sound for a while. I should have gone front row. I don't know. I read it on the official Final Fantasy VII wiki. So apparently it exists, but I've never seen it. I mean, the wiki's been wrong about things before, but just saying, like, I know it's not New Threat because it was on the wiki, which doesn't deal with the mods. But yeah, I've never seen it. Maybe we'll see it here at some point. Yeah, I apologize for the noises. This enemy has a great sound. It's great. I'll probably throw some grenades here and there because I have plenty, and it'll just speed things up. Yeah, man, the internet's never wrong. Just look at my channel. I'm never wrong about anything, so you can always trust what I say. I'll probably like use grenades to kill the first one. Just so we don't have to listen to this sound so much. I'll do like a grenade and then regular attack afterwards. I'm excited to see how much experience we get from these guys. I'm already close to... I'm like almost halfway to a level, I think, so we should be able to at least get one level here. I don't know how much AP they give. Yeah, this is just XP and AP. They don't give us any items we want. I think you can steal like a trank from them or something. I don't remember. Something stupid. 104 XP, that's a lot. 12 AP, that's pretty good too. And 190 gil. So yeah, this is just a great fight. You get a lot of nice stuff from it. I also don't remember what the chances of getting this fight are. Let's see if I remove some stuff. Oh, yeah, I'll just leave it. Because I want the AP on this magic materia. Yeah, Dark Souls 1 is getting remastered. That's going to be pretty cool. Makes me want to quickly jump on the first Dark Souls because it's the only one I haven't played and beat it. Because once the remake's out, I'm going to like... Or once the HD version's out, it's going to be hard for me to go back. I'm going to be like, no, I want to play the HD version. I'm kind of wondering if this is the only fight. But I want to say there's a fight with the little poison dog enemies too. So like that's the one that poisons because it did 0 damage. So I feel like the one that confuses is the one that Cloud keeps dodging. But I don't know why it just has like 0 accuracy. Maybe it does exist. Maybe this is it. It just has 0 accuracy for some reason. DS Fix, is that like a mod, like a PC mod or something? I play it on a console, but yeah, it would be cool to play it. I mean, now I guess it's not really necessary because you can just go get the remaster. But yeah, so the one that does 0 damage is the poison one because it does 0 damage because I have the star pendant. But I don't know why. I don't know why the other one just always misses. I wonder if I looked up the attack, if that would actually... Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's supposed to confuse you, but it just has 0 accuracy. Like they forgot to make it hit or something. Maybe, but that still doesn't explain why I'm not getting confused. Maybe the flag's just broken or something. I'd rather not shortcut. Like, I shortcutted in the Necrosis mod playthrough for the weapons because it would have just taken forever. But this will only take 10 minutes, so yeah, we can get fights with these. These only do 1 damage, though. So we can actually fight those, too, if we want. They have an attack that does more, but it's rare. It's more rare, so like normally they'll just do the 1 damage attack. So I might just go ahead and fight those, too. That's why this is such a great grinding spot. There's really nothing scary here except if those needlers do their other attack. Did I just get a single? I didn't even know that was the thing. Nice crit. No, we're just grinding, Ataru. This is the last spot where we can grind and take no damage, so we're taking advantage of it. I'll probably just get 1 level here and move on, because the second level will probably take a while. And it's not super mandatory. It'll help for Rufus, but that's about it. Because Motor Ball, we already have reduced damage to all his fire attacks with Elemental Fire. So that's already halved. So any damage that's like decreased by a level up is kind of negated by the fact that we're having it already. These guys drop Deadly Waste sometimes, which is actually useful. I mean, it's a good item. I don't really know if it's super useful anywhere, but it's a good item. Hits Bio 2 on everything. I just don't know if there's any particular battles where we want to use it. But it's definitely welcome in our inventory. Potentially against some of the bosses, because like you guys know from the Necrosis mod that the entirety of the mid-game is going to be poisoning things. Well, actually, maybe not. I wonder if I could use it here and just kill all these guys. Nope. I did poison one of them, though. I mean, they're within one hit of death now, so that's a thing. Oops. I meant to attack the other one. Because that one was poisoned. Hey, we dodged everything, so... Yeah, that attack sucks. I don't know what... That attack is so dumb. It has, like, a terrible chance to hit, and it does 1 damage. And it has, like, a really bad chance to paralyze. If it paralyzes you, it's pretty frustrating, but it's such a bad chance you barely ever see it. Yeah, the enemies here just suck. Like, that's why it's such a great grind spot. The one enemies just try to poison you, and if you have Star Pendant, they just fail. And then the Needler enemies just try to paralyze you with a terrible attack that barely ever paralyzes. And barely ever hits. And these are the only 2 fights here. Even if I just had this fight and then the other fight was dangerous, I could still grind here and just reset. But the fact that, like, both fights are easy to win, it just makes this such a good spot. How's it going, Max?